How's it going, guys? I'm back once again, and I thought I'd make a little video just because it's the end of the year and we've seen a lot of the games over the last 12 months, and I thought, you know, let me just wrap it up and give you my personal top 10 best games of 2014. And like I said, completely my opinion. You know, some of these games might suck according to you, but these are my winners for 2014, so let's get cracking. And first off on the list is none other than the PS4 exclusive, infamous Second Son. I thought it was a thoroughly enjoyable game. It was obviously one of the first games we got out of the beginning of the year, I think about February. So, you know, we didn't have much coming out that time of year. Infamous was a nice game to get into. It was something different. Those who played the other Infamous games obviously were already accustomed to how, you know, the whole game worked. I hadn't. So, you know, that was my first entry into the series. And I was blown away. I loved it. I went back and played some of the other games. I didn't enjoy them quite as much as Second Son. But I love Second Son. I love the open world. I thought visually, geez, it was mind-blowing. You know, the facial animations and it was just smooth as silk. I think it was 60 frames, and it ran. There was never a hiccup the whole way through that game. One gripe would be that the world was maybe a little too small. Like because you could cruise around it so quickly, you could pretty much see everything. I think within the first 5-6 hours, you'd been to every inch of the city. So besides that, I loved the story. I loved, you know, I thought Troy Baker did an amazing job voicing the character. And yeah, I think that's my number 10 game. So Second Son, number 10. Okay guys, so that brings us to the next game on my list, number 9, which is Wolfenstein The New Order. Now, this game came out of nowhere. I literally saw a trailer for the game, I think a couple of hours before I played it, so it was under my hype radar completely. And when I played it, I was very happily surprised because it was one of the best first-person shooters I've played the entire year. It set the bar pretty high. I'm a big fan of over-the-top action, over-the-top gore, and Wolfenstein had all those things. So I loved it. I loved the story. I loved, you know, the whole Nazis, futuristic Nazis and going into space and all that. I thought that was, you know, something that hasn't really been done. So I enjoyed that thoroughly. I didn't really like that there was no multiplayer. I think Wolfenstein could have been amazing if it had multiplayer. So the fact that it was single player only was a bit of a downer. But alas, it was a long single player campaign and dual wielding, you know, automatic shotguns with Nazis running around. I mean, come on, it was tons of fun. So highly recommend it if you haven't played it. So Wolfenstein The New Order is my number 9. Check it out. Okay, so number 8 on my list is Madden. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, Madden? Come on, guy. Where's the rugby game? Well, the rugby game sucked balls this year. If those that played Rugby 15 was not fantastic. If you did play Madden, then you would know that it's probably the strongest Madden we've had in years. I know a lot of guys, South African guys, don't play the Madden games because it's American football, you know, the rules just don't make sense. But once you start, you know, picking it up and just learning the rules, I mean, the learning curve is a bit intense, I'm not gonna lie. Like learning the plays and, you know, all that takes a bit of time and the timing. But once you get the hang of it, I mean, playing with a friend, Madden is one of the funnest games you can possibly play. I would say between FIFA 15 and the new Madden, I would say Madden for me takes it, even though FIFA 15 is phenomenal. But yeah, Madden is my favorite sports game of the year. So yeah, and my number 8. So check it out if you haven't, and don't be afraid to learn the rules because it is worth your time. So Madden, check it out. Okay, so next up is number 7, and I actually have it here to show you guys. It's none other than The Last of Us Remastered. Now I know what you're thinking, it's a remastered game, Dave. How the hell can it be on this list? Because it's amazing and it deserves to be here. So Last of Us Remastered has to be number 7. I mean, come on, this was the year for remastered games. There's tons of remastered games, you can't ignore them, especially if they were done or remastered really well, which The Last of Us was. I mean, they added that cool photo mode, they redid the visuals, the DLC bundled in, and I hadn't played the DLC, so for me that was like a, you know, a reason to purchase it, which was worth my money. And I mean, come on, it's The Last of Us. Who hasn't loved The Last of Us? If you don't love The Last of Us, then you are lame and you smell like donkey balls. Yes. Play The Last of Us Remastered. Okay guys, so now we're at number 6 on my list, and believe it or not, it's another first-person shooter. If you hadn't gathered already, I'm quite a first-person fiend, and I love like my dude bro shooters. So number 6 is none other than Far Cry 4. Whee! Very, very cool game. For those that have played it will know that it is not actually Far Cry 3.5, it's a fully fledged sequel. But why? Why is it a fully fledged sequel, do you say? Well, because the co-op is massively improved. It's not like the 1 and 3 felt incredibly tacked on, but now there's like proper missions, like assassination missions, and just really cool stuff. And I mean, come on, when you're riding on an elephant with your buddy to your side, who's also on an elephant, you guys are just causing chaos. I mean, come on, how many games did you do that? It's just too cool. But what a lot of you guys probably don't know is that the game comes with like a fully fledged map editor. I did not know this. And then I checked it out and I loved it, and I probably spent more hours playing the map editor or messing around with the map editor than I did some of the big AAA games that came out this year. So that was a nice little surprise. In fact, I loved it so much I recreated an entire level dedicated to one of my favorite movies of the year, which is this, Lone Survivor. Check it out, little punt there for the movie. But I recreated like a whole level just, you know, based on the movie, and I had a lot of fun making it and playing it. I still play it today over and over. So, you know, great co-op, you know, lots of improvements in the actual core game itself, and of course the map editor. So Far Cry 4, you deserve number 6. Okay guys, so that brings us to number 5 on my list, which is going to upset a lot of people, especially in South Africa, because it actually got cancelled 3 days before it was supposed to release here. So if you haven't figured it out already, it's Titanfall, and it's a damn shame it got cancelled, but you could get it through certain means, through digital distribution. I managed to get a copy and I loved it, so I'm definitely a big Titanfall fan, so much so that I bought it again when it was on sale on the Xbox One, like, you know, towards the end of the year. So I double dipped on the game because I had so much fun with it. So that, I mean, if that doesn't tell you how much I loved it, then nothing will. So Titanfall, lots of fun. I know some guys had issues with rubber banding and connection issues. I personally didn't experience any of that stuff. I still play Titanfall at least once a week today. The new maps and all the new DLC are fantastic as well. So Titanfall, if you haven't played it, if you have an Xbox One, pick it up on Xbox One. I think it's really cheap at the moment. Get hold of that game. It is the bomb. So make it happen. Okay guys, so we are almost at my number 1. Number 4, however, is none other than Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. A lot of you saying, probably saying, come on guy, Call of Duty comes out every freaking year. And I mean, you know, Call of Duty, come on man. Like, how can that be your number 4? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. Because the exosuits, dude, that was a game changer. It was an absolute game changer. That whole vertical gameplay thing, dang, that's how you say it, dang, was just, it just blew my freaking mind, dude. I mean, since Titanfall, I knew that I couldn't go back to straight corridor shooting. I needed that vertical aspect, and Call of Duty was like, I hear you, brother. I hear you sitting there talking about your vertical gameplay. And they heard me, and they threw it in the game, and now we have exosuits and we have mind-blowing cool multiplayer. Thank me for all of that, because naturally I was the sole influence for the vertical gameplay in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So send me home-baked cookies, or whatever other trinkets you have that would be nice as a gift to me, and I would gladly accept them. But yes, I love the new multiplayer. The multiplayer in Ghost I thought was pretty poops. So a lot of people did actually. So I was disappointed with Ghost incredibly. I love the single player in Ghost, hated the multiplayer. Obviously love the co-op. This multiplayer is probably the best it's been in years. I would say better than the last 3 or so Call of Duties. The single player campaign also very strong. Kevin Spacey did an amazing job, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Co-op, not so great. I know zombies are around the corner, and in a few weeks time we get zombies in January, but I wanted them on the disc. That's why you were number 4. So, but still, a great game, great multiplayer, worth picking up. Get it now. Okay, so we are nearing the end of my top 10 of 2014, and next up we have Diablo 3 for PlayStation 4. Now, I know it's another remake or, you know, remastered game because this game's been out for years, but I mean, geez, it is a different game on console compared to PC. I played it and finished it on PC. This was like a billion times better. So I've finished it, you know, like twice, playing a lot of co-op. It's phenomenal. I loved it so much I made my own little cover. As you can see, it's like a little custom cover I made because there's a review copy. That's good workmanship, thanks. Thanks guys. Yeah, Dave, oh, you did the back as well? That looks great, Dave. Thanks guys. But loved it so much. Oh, I mean, this game, easily over 120 hours into this bad boy. And I finished it on PC a few years ago, so they did something right. And obviously you can Reaper of Souls in there as well, which is the expansion. So Diablo 3, you have to, you just play. Just play it right now. It's, best dungeon crawler of 2014, no doubt. Okay guys, so we are almost at my #1 favorite game of 2014. Now, my next game, #2, is gonna piss a lot of you off because it's yet another remastered game. I know. But Grand Theft Auto 5! I just want to kiss it. I just want to kiss it. It's such a good game. This game is the bee's knees, okay? I mean, if you played it on the previous gen consoles, you'll know how much fun it is. It's just so much better on next gen systems. I mean, pick it up on PS4, Xbox One, and you will be so surprised the amount of new stuff, the first person mode, the tons of graphical improvements they put in here. It's just, obviously the multiplayer is back and better than ever. You know, there's so many improved stuff, like from all the DLC coupled into just all the great stuff. And I mean, the first person mode honestly makes it feel like a brand new game. And you get $500,000 when you buy the game to just spend. And if you played it on the old systems, you'll know how hard it was to make money in that game, especially the online. So, it's just another reason to get it. It's just so great. It was almost my #1, but there was another game that came out this year that surprised me. So this was almost my #1. I know it's a remastered game, but I just fell in love with it all over again. Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay guys, so that brings us to our #1 game. Well, my #1 game of 2014. There can only be one. Or can there? Since this is my list and there's no rules, I can have 2 games. That's right, I have a tie for best game of 2014. And those 2 games are none other than The Shadow of Mordor and South Park: The Stick of Truth. 2 amazing games. I mean, come on, if you go to SA Gaming, you'll know this won our Game of the Year. Rightfully so, it was phenomenal. I had tons of fun. I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I have like every copy of the movie on DVD, Blu-ray, VHS. So I'm a huge fan. But South Park: The Stick of Truth was just incredible. I mean, if you're a South Park fan, you'll know that it was just the most fan service, like packed into one game ever. And it was a solid RPG. It was like one of the funnest RPGs I've played in years. So, I mean, they did an amazing job. If you played the game, you'll know just how much funny, crazy stuff there is. So, it's South Park and Shadow of Mordor share trophy for my best game of 2014. I hope you enjoyed the list. I bet you there's a lot of games you disagree with, and if you do, let me know what you think which should have taken #1. Maybe you thought South Park wasn't that good, but then you're wrong because it was amazing. I have curtains themed with South Park. That's how much I love that game. But let me know what your thoughts are. And for all those guys that haven't played these games, I hope that maybe you get them in your Christmas stockings this year. And I hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas and New Year's. And I'll catch you guys in the new year with another top 10 list that I will cook up over a few beers. And I cannot wait to share it with you. Sweet guys, see you in the new year. How's it going, guys? I thought I'd put this little video together because I was seeing a lot of people, you know, on the forums and just in general asking the same question when it comes to headsets for both the PS4 and Xbox One. A lot of guys want to know, is there a headset that works for both systems?